Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela with Rocky Mountain Homestead, and today I am going to do, you probably don't see this in the nighttime, but it's been a very busy, full day. We just did our grocery haul. It was probably the largest haul I've ever done this month. I'd say so far is probably the largest hauls we've ever done. We just did an Azure standard order that was over $1,000. I have a video that I posted on that as well to share with you. What I'm doing right now is basically replenishing things that we have eaten through. So I have a working pantry and I have a long-term pantry. My husband took on a big job. Long story short, that pantry saved our behinds. We went 2 months, without him getting paid. He had his money towards paying his guys. He has a 13-man crew and paying our bills every month, which I won't get into that or what that costs. But needless to say, we ate through a lot of what I have in our working pantry to where I got significant gaps. So this haul is replenishing, restocking. You're going to see things that aren't even on the table because they just didn't fit. So I'll mention what I have more than one of that is downstairs. And mind you, our downstairs is ground level. Okay. Our main floor is like our kitchen, which is above ground level. So everything that's up here had to be carried up here. The majority of it goes up here anyway, but a lot of it doesn't. It goes in our fridges and freezers in our garage, which we have a drink fridge. We have 2 deep freezers and we have 2 refrigerator freezer combos. So yeah, we like to stay stocked up around here. Anyway, so let's just get into the haul and I'll show you what we got. So starting over here, I tried organizing this and really there's just no organizing it. So marinara sauce, I make homemade pizza with wings and salad every other Friday. It's delicious. I plan to do a recipe for my herbed crust pizza. It's a huge pizza. Anyway, I usually I like keeping my Fridays simple. So I just grabbed this marinara sauce. They used to have at Sam's Club an organic marinara sauce, but they don't carry it anymore, at least where I'm at in Colorado. So we stick to, I think it's Rayo's homemade all natural marinara sauce. So I actually got 3 of those because we end up using almost at least half of a jar, and then I'll use, the other half on something else so it doesn't go to waste. Over here, syrups. So last night I went to can maple bourbon pear butter and did not have syrup. And besides bourbon, you got syrup that goes into that. So I'm planning on doing that video later on this evening. How much later? It's already 8 o'clock. I don't know. It's been a long day. So we just pulled everything from the fridges and freezers to do this video. So this is the organic maple syrup at Sam's Club. And we got 4 of them. We're completely wiped out. I make a lot of, homeschooling. You make breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. So it looks like a lot of food, but really when you're making 3 meals a day, it's not. It goes pretty quickly, but this should last a little bit. I at least always have 2 on the shelf. I'm wiped out. So that's our maple syrup. Peanut butter. We go through peanut butter, whether it's peanut butter crackers, peanut butter and jellies, Muddy Buddies or peanut butter cookies. I do a peanut butter chocolate chunk with sea salt cookie, which I'll have a recipe also. It's high altitude friendly and not many channels show tried and true videos for high altitude baking. So, we're going into the Christmas months where you do a lot more baking and cookies. So we just got 2. I already have 2 on the shelf in our pantry. And I always keep a couple extras. So these are going towards the extras that I have. This is the Olive Garden Italian dressing. We also do a lot of salads. I like doing fresh salads with dinner when we can. So we have that. And also I have a slow cooker barbecue chicken that's shredded. It's incredible. And this is part of an ingredient that goes in that barbecue sauce, which is delicious. And it's about half a cup. I double it. So, these, if I'm doing that, say once a month, these will go pretty quick too, because it's half a bottle. Over here, we have oatmeal. I like to keep easy breakfast on hand for the hard days or the days like we got to go, we got plans, and we just, I don't have time to cook. I don't want to deal with dishes. So going into the fall, we've already had snow here. So going into the cooler winter months, we like to keep, warm breakfast things on hand. So we have the fruit and cream instant oatmeal from Quaker, and we have the flavor variety, which has the apples and cinnamon, maple and brown sugar, and cinnamon and spice. We actually have 2 of those. 48 kids. Some of my older kids have like 2 packets at least each. Do the math. That'll hold us over for a bit. Cereal, I'm not big on. Once again, sometimes a convenience thing. We just got through a really yucky cold that lasted about 2 weeks, and it would have been nice to have cereal on hand, but no, I was cooking breakfast. So I just got some honey bunches of oats with almonds. I got Frosted Flakes and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Over here, I got lighters. My kids, I light candles. And these are just convenient to have, especially going into the winter months. Have a couple lighters on hand. I love that Sam's Club has the 4 packs. So, you have some on hand and don't run out. This is new. I got a water pick. It's a water flosser system. And what it includes, let's see. 1 Ultra Plus water flosser, 1 cordless express water flosser, 1 travel bag, 5 accessory tips, and 3 AA batteries. So this is about healthier gums and brighter teeth, just a minute a day. I've always wanted to do it, but I would squirm at the thought thinking that would hurt my teeth. I think some of my gum has receded very slightly over the years, and I just had a deep cleaning done about 2 months ago for the beginning stages of what they said may be periodontal disease. I might have said that wrong, but I just think it's, dental care is really important in taking care of your teeth. It can cause a lot of issues and illnesses, if you don't take care of your mouth. So that is something I'm just, I bought, I think it was $88. So I'm sure it'll be worth it to do some preventative measures from having anything progress and causing bigger issues down the road. Little critters. I do have 2 of these. We just ran out. We used the last one on our shelf. And it's gone. So Little Critters, Immune C plus zinc and vitamin D. We're in flu season. It is in full swing here where we're at. A lot of parents have been bringing their sick kids to the extracurricular activities my kids are involved in. I have 2 girls that are in gymnastics. Every Wednesday they go to a youth group, and a lot of sick kids have been showing up, which really is annoying. Like 2 weeks to go through your whole entire house, and that's no fun. You don't really, excuse me, no one wants to deal with that. Band-Aids, my kids, I don't know if you have kids. If you do, you probably understand this. When they get a teeny tiny little cut, it's not even bleeding. They're like, I need a Band-Aid. That's mainly my 4 kids that are 5 and under, that are like that. And so a lot of Band-Aids disappear in this house, and I just am like, we need to stock up on them because I think they have wasted a lot. We have Flintstone gummies complete. I usually get the hard chewable ones. I get those from Walmart though. Some of my kids like the chewy ones. Some of them, my 2 daughters right now, my oldest daughter just got braces a week ago. We had to get braces put on her. And then my other daughter 2 months ago, so my 12-year-old and my 9-year-old both have braces, and they cannot have the gummy ones, so they get the chewable ones. Once again, going into flu season, it's, and they're growing, it's just good to have vitamins on hand. Over here, this is for me. We have 4 dogs, we have 4 cats. I'm actually allergic to cats, but I've really become immune to them, where they don't really bother me. But I have one kitten that will jump up on my pillow and sleep like on my head. Excuse me, I got a cough. Excuse me, trying to hold that in. Like I said, we're at the tail end of this thing. I have not been able to breathe, and it's only hitting me at night. So I know it's a cat thing, where they're just on my pillow. Can't really make it a cat-free place because our upstairs bedroom. That's like, we have the whole third floor is our master bedroom, master bathroom, master closet, and a little side closet. It's huge. I have an elliptical up there. Anyway, long story short, in our bathroom, there's like this little cubby area, which is perfect for litter boxes. I don't want kids getting in litter boxes down on the main floor. I don't want our dogs getting in litter boxes. And I don't really want guests seeing litter boxes. I just think that's, gross. So we hide it in our bathroom. So that's like their lair up there. So anyway, I got some Breathe Right strips to help me breathe. I know these things work wonders. When I was pregnant with baby number 5, I had a lot of congestion issues towards the end, and this really helped. So, yeah. Long story short, Breathe Right strips. Yes. Stuffy noses, congestion, good to have on hand. I don't know if you guys have issues with thermometers. I feel I never get an accurate reading. Like my kids will feel like they're burning up, and it's like, no, there's no way that reading's right. And then you do it again, and it's like a totally weird, reading other than what you had before. So I'm buying this. We've always used the regular digital ones. We haven't used like the non-contact ones. So I'm going to give this one a try. Forehead, body, surface, ambient, object, just a temperature reading. So I'm hoping it works. It's good to know when your kid has a fever and how high it is. Over here, we use Aveeno products, obviously. Can you not tell? This is our main Aveeno body wash that me and my husband always use. It's not scented, so it's not like, anything super girly, which I don't like a lot of the girly fragrances anyway. I think they're just overkill and smell fake. So we like this. It's really has no scent to it, just a really light, fresh scent. So we have that to stock up on because I think we're down to 1 and I like to have a couple on hand. We have 3 bathrooms in our house and over there by our kitchen sink, washing dishes. I like to keep a bottle of lotion there. In our laundry room, we have a utility sink. I like to keep lotion there. Guest bathroom down the hall, I like to keep lotion in that bathroom, so on and so forth. Our girls' bathroom downstairs. So and it comes with a little travel one, which I like. I just throw that in my purse for my car, especially going into the winter months. It's good just to have lotion on hand. We are super dry up here. Our skin cracks. It's horrible. It's painful. So we use a lot of lotion, especially during these months, because of the altitude we're at. We're really dry in the Rockies. So I got 2 of these, to kind of disperse throughout our home. My husband uses this because otherwise he's going to waste my shampoo and conditioner, and because he likes my hair long and doesn't want me to cut it. And I don't really get like special treatments in my hair. I rarely get my hair, colored or done. So I really like to take really good care of my hair. And I do buy top name brand shampoos for me, just so my hair is more manageable. It definitely makes a difference when you have long hair. So he will waste mine and he'll use like 10 pumps of shampoo. I'm like, you have like no hair hardly. So I just get him the Dove Men Care, the 2-in-1. It's a really good size, so it lasts him a little bit. This I'm trying new. I haven't tried it. It's Aveeno. It's lavender and it's like a calm and relax one. I think it's lavender and oat or something like that. But stress relief, I am burning both ends right now with a lot of projects I have going on, a lot of things we're trying to wrap up before snow. We've already had snow before, like the snow actually really starts getting intense around here. So I figured, that might be relaxing when I take my 2-3 in the morning shower, because that's when my night wraps up. Dimetapp. I have been struggling to find like Tylenol, even generic brands, Motrin, Mucinex, Robitussin, all that stuff for kids. So Sam's Club actually did have this and it was in stock. Excuse me. I should have paused that. Sorry. So it's children's Dimetapp, cold and cough. So some of my kids can take that because it's over 6 and older. So I just have 4 kids that wouldn't be able to take that. I'm kind of thinking ahead for the holidays. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what things are going to look like. There's a lot of issues with food and food shortages and scarcity and just all different sorts of things right now in the area of food. And I think there's been a lot of attacks on our food supply this year, especially between the food plant fires and, the chicken flu and all the different diseases and illnesses. And, now they're saying, like, I think it was deer and rabbit, like, don't eat deer and rabbit because they contain toxic chemicals or something. It was an article I read the other day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, come on. Like, there's just constant attacks. I want to be good. I want to know we're good for the holidays. So I'm actually starting to look into, I love hosting. Starting to look into little things. This lasts. So it's like a variety cheese thing. I just do like one of those board things. I'm not even going to say the name that starts with a C, Charteray board, whatever. I don't even know what it's called. Too fancy for me, whatever board it is. So this is good till March 2023. So I'm probably going to get another before November and just have that on hand because, we have company and we host people. And this is something new I haven't tried. It's Party Pack for gatherings, and it's just kind of got everything chopped up, ready to go, less prep work. Strawberries, I got fresh strawberries because I make strawberry shortcakes. I make like the old-fashioned style biscuits. My husband loves it, and we haven't had fresh strawberries for quite some time, so I picked that up. I plan on doing a barbecue meal coming up here soon, and I have an amazing, I don't know how many requests I get for it, and I'm going to share it with you guys. I wanted to be stingy and not share it, but I'm going to share it. It is an incredible dressing, homemade for coleslaw. It's delicious. Everybody asks when they come over for me to make it. And so we're going to be doing that here soon, and I'll probably turn that into a video so I can share it with you guys and you guys can enjoy it if you're into that kind of thing. Garden salad to go with one of our dinners for this week. Don't ask me which one because I haven't meal planned this week yet. I have no clue. Queso, I don't ever buy this, but we went to a Mexican restaurant that we love a couple of days ago, and I'm like, I got to learn to make it, and I haven't learned to make good queso. I've tried. It's never worked well. The cheese has never melted good enough, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to buy that for when you get that craving. We have it on hand. Peaches, I need to make some more peach preserves. I got a ton of peaches on my Azure standard haul, but it was not enough. So actually some of them were bad at the bottom. So this is kind of replacing those. So before they go out of season, peaches. Ritz crackers. My kids love, peanut butter and jelly crackers, or making your own Lunchable. We'll do like lunch meats, some snacky type cheese and crackers. I don't even think the Lunchables meat is real meat. That's why it's gross. It's slimy. It doesn't even look like meat. So I refuse to buy them for my kids. I'm like, no, we'll just buy lunch meat and, make it ourselves. My kids like these with lunches. So I try switching up because, when you're making lunch every single day of the week, for your kids, it gets boring time to time. So we switch things up. And, one side we're going to have this week is mini peppers. They love dipping them in ranch. I love these. They're sweet. They're good. My kids that usually don't touch bell peppers will eat these. I don't think there's a difference, to be quite honest, besides the shape, but whatever works. I bought 2 of these. I plan on dehydrating. I have an Excalibur dehydrator, a 9 tray, and I don't know how many times I run to my pantry. I make a Denver casserole. It's delicious recipe. This might be a recipe channel. I don't know. It's amazing. I love it. It's really good. And it's something you could pop in the fridge the night before and just shove it in the oven in the morning. Who really wants to deal with measuring? It's awesome. I'm going to share it with you. So that has bell pepper in it, but I'm also going to dice these up because that recipe calls for diced peppers. And when I don't have them fresh and we're craving that, omelet casserole in the 13x9, I am, pulling diced peppers off my shelf. So another bag. I plan on dehydrating. I plan on using them. I plan on doing all kinds of things. Let's see if, my desires of what I want to do actually get fulfilled, because a lot of the times it sounds good. It just doesn't happen. M&Ms, you can see I bribed my kids earlier, like, help me carry this stuff up. I'll give you some M&Ms. So I'm not, a fan of, a lot of sweets in the house. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I should have paused that first half. I'm really trying to hold it together. It's all the talking. So the M&Ms, it's just a fun treat. We used to do movie nights on Friday nights. I'm trying to get back into that if my husband will slow down work to be home to do that with the kids. And just, little treats on hand. Throw it in some ice cream, do a little sundae, whatever. Bribe your kids. I mean, really. Chips, I bought 2 bags. I like to buy the corn tortillas and just make them myself, but time is not on my side these days. I'm struggling to do all my things I have to do in a day. So, convenience, chips to go with our queso. No oil splattered all over my kitchen. Nutri-Grain bars, my kids love these, my son especially. You know, that's just kind of like a snack or like a quick on-the-go type thing. Honestly, for us, that'll last us a long time. We don't turn to those often. Fruit cups, these have pretty good shelf life dates, and I have canned fruit. We love fresh fruit. We always do fresh fruit, but if we don't have it on hand, sometimes I'll do a snacky lunch, and I'll do, you know, like some type of nut, some type of meat, some type of grain, like a cracker, some type of cheese. And I always add, you know, a vegetable and a fruit as well. And it'll just be a big platter of just miscellaneous things. That's what I call snacky lunch. That's usually like on a Friday when I'm like, okay, I'm done. I can't even think of what to make. My brain's fried. M&Ms. This actually I bought for baking. So I do, you know, like M&M cookies or sometimes granola bars. And there's like these, I forgot what they're called, but they have like peanut butter and oats and coconut and all kinds of things and M&Ms in it. So just a little fun thing I'm going to add into baking around the holidays. Peanut butter pretzels, we go through these occasionally. You know, I'll let them snack during the homeschool day before lunch on something like this. I don't like them having a bunch of sugary stuff all the time. I know it looks like this, but literally we've eaten through all our snacks we've had for the past 2 months, and we were not in a good place to begin with. When we started not being able to do our groceries. So this is new. I've never seen these Cliff Kid bars, Z bars, like a protein bar. So this is probably going to be for my older kids, you know, for like when they're running off to gymnastics, or my oldest daughter's now doing horseback riding lessons. You know, she's 12. It's something she's always wanted to do. And now that we know she's serious and wants to pursue it because of the cost, you know, we want to make sure, you know, it's not like one day I want to be a vet, and then a week later, I'm going to be an astronaut. You know, now like everything's been horse stuff since she was a toddler. And we're like, okay, we're going to, you know, she wants to eventually get into like endurance racing. We'll see. I don't know. There's so much chaos going on in the world. I'm not planning, honestly, too far into the future. I want to give my kids a good childhood, and I want them not being stressed by all the things going on, because kids feel stressed from you too. And there's a lot of things taking place in this world right now that are really concerning and really realistic things that could occur. And my kids know I don't hide things from them, but I also don't want them to stress. So they do their activities as an outlet. I don't even care. I don't mind, whatever. We have Oreos. Once again, not something I usually get, but just something fun, quick. There's a lot of on-the-go things, and everything we're doing is about an hour away from us and an hour drive back. So, you know, in between meals, it's better than going out and buying through the drive-through, you know, some snacks for the kids or, you know, whatever. So just something to throw in the car. Graham crackers, a lot of the time in the colder months, and we're already dipping down to the high 20s, low 30s at night, 40s to low 50s during the daytime. When it gets really when it gets really cold, we like, you know, warmer snacks. So we'll do like graham crackers and hot cocoa, or, you know, something like that. But we go through graham crackers. Rarely we'll do s'mores. I'm not huge on those, especially with the braces, you know, and marshmallow and stickiness. That's a treat. But, you know, we do different snacks with the graham crackers. Oh, and I make an incredible cheesecake. That's going to be a recipe too. It's amazing. It's amazing. And that is part of the crust recipe for that. I skipped these containers. So on my Azure standard order that I did, I got like 5-pound bags of granola. I think it was a maple pecan, whatever, and a cherry vanilla one. So because I already have 3 cereal containers, and like I said, we rarely do cereal. So those cereals will go in that cabinet over there. In the cereal containers I already have. These, I think I'm going to put all that granola in, because other than that, I really don't know what I'm going to do. I don't like having things in bags and, you know, kids leaving it open and it getting stale and, you know, all that. So over here, over here, we have the Greek Gods honey vanilla Greek yogurt. Love this stuff. I use it in smoothies. I use it, there's so many different ways that I use it. But we do, sometimes for breakfast, we'll do like a muffin and yogurt with granola and some fresh fruit. We'll do something like that. And my kids like it even just for a snack if we, don't have it for breakfast or haven't had it for a while. We go through this. I mean, obviously 8 kids and me. I don't know what the serving is. I mean, who really goes by serving sizes? I can tell you we probably have a cup and a half each. And it's just 8 servings per container. So if this container alone is 8 servings, that's not going to last long. Maybe I should have got more, but I already looked like a crazy person. They're like, do you have a grocery store? I'm like, yeah, I kind of do. My pantry is like a grocery store. I didn't tell them that, but I'm like, we're just filling in gaps. Cooking stock, chicken cooking stock. I have chicken broth. I've wanted to pressure can my own chicken stock, but reality, I don't have the time. That's got a few more steps to it than just like pressure canning chicken or pressure canning ground beef, which I'm going to be doing too. So I'm like, convenience, just buying it myself. Same with the chicken broth Members Mark. I usually always get this one, and that's just to fill in the gaps of what we've already used. I have a lot of recipes that call for both these ingredients. Butter. I actually have more butter in the garage fridge, but I was really getting lazy and tired and didn't want to bring everything I got up. I'm like, okay, I can just say it. We bought a couple of these, I think 3 total of the unsalted butter sticks. And then I got 3 and 3. So 1 of the unsalted and 1 of the salted butter. I also got the shaved blend. I like this. I like throwing it on our pizza or our salads, or baked ziti, all kinds of different dishes. It's really yummy. It's good, especially in salads. I like it. So, that is really good. And where is it? Usually it has a really long shelf life date. This is November 30th, so that's not too bad. But yeah, so I stocked this up on that. A lot of cheesecake gets made when I'm hosting because, like I said, everyone requests the cheesecake too. So these are 4-packs, so there's 4 boxes in here of 8-ounce, packages. Or bars of cream cheese. So I got 3 of those, so 12 total. Sounds like a lot, but my recipe for cheesecake alone takes, don't get me wrong here, I think 4. I think it's 4. Is it 4? I don't know. I haven't made it for a couple months. My brain's not with me. Forgive me. I did get this. I'm going to have to call them, or maybe I'll just throw it out. It's not worth the drive to even return it because we live an hour away and that's a 2-hour drive back and forth. This we received and it's already open. Like, it was completely open and the whole top was completely ripped off. So that's weird. One of those things with pickup orders is I think like sometimes they just give you the crap nobody in the store's going to buy. Just like the rotted fruit. I've had so many bad experiences with that, but whatever. We'll probably just throw it out. It's not worth like $3 for us to drive down and, make a scene over an open bag of cheese. We'll survive. I got the uncured Black Forest ham. I do like creamy potato soup and things like that sometimes for lunch, or we'll do tomato soup and grilled ham and cheese sandwiches. So I got that. The Black Forest ham is also an ingredient I use chopped up in my Denver omelet if I don't have diced ham already on hand. So we, or just ham sandwiches or turkey and ham sandwiches or Italian sandwiches, whatever. We switch it up. So I got 2 of those, I think. I got 1 rotisserie seasoned chicken breast, 1 schmeat. No, I got 2. I lied. And then I got this pepperoni. So we'll do, like I said, Italian sandwiches. I make Italian French bread loaves and we'll just cut that up and do like sandwiches out of that. So they're like subs. I also do sub rolls, bread, whatever. We'll do sandwiches. And if we don't do sandwiches, we will actually use the large pepperonis on pizza, on our pizza nights. My husband likes it that way with the bigger ones instead. Over here, we had 2 Sunny D's in the fridge. They're 24 packs. Do the math. That would last us. Our kids maybe will have it when we do have it. Excuse me, 3 times a week. 24 divided by 8. That's 3 days worth. So I did get 2 of these. Sorry about that. I can't get any peace. My kids they just can't go to bed on time. They have to ask me questions. Okay. Anyway, so this, I have Sunny D. I have 2 of those. The all-purpose flour, I mill my own wheat berries, but I do like to have this on hand because a lot of the time I just use what's already ground unless I have, time or I'm making bread at night. So I have two 25-pound bags of that in here. I don't even think I can open it. In here, let's see. Dun, da, da, da. We have, they didn't have the Members Mark chicken breasts, which was, why is it frying chicken? I don't know. That's weird. They're chicken breasts. But ew. I think it's just wet from condensation being out on the table. So anyway, just chicken breasts in bulk. It looks like it was, I guess it doesn't say how many pounds. I just bought it in bulk. So they have really far out sell-by dates too, which is weird. I'm like, no. I usually process it as soon as I get it. So this weekend, we're in the weekend, not the week. Get it together. Weekend, I plan on pressure canning chicken breasts and doing a video on that as well. I've been super intimidated by pressure canning. I've been pressure canning for 2 years now, and I love it. It's convenient if you homeschool and your school day runs sometimes like mine does, like into the dinner prep hours. You can just grab a can of chicken breast that's already cooked off your shelf and make enchiladas or make, a stir fry. It's so convenient. It is such a blessing. I'm so glad I got over that intimidation and fear, and I've even eaten it. So I know, it worked. I did it correctly. That was the hard part, to do it. It's like, oh, okay, I did it. Now, did I do it right? And then you're like, well, I got to eat this to make sure. So anyway, I also got 2 bags of the, we're out of it, but the real crumbled bacon. I do like this. We throw it in salads. We throw it in the creamy potato soup I make. I also like to do a couple recipes with this. Sometimes I'll take like frozen green beans and saute it with garlic and onion and oil and throw in some bacon pieces. And it's just, there's no greasy, splattery mess. Really convenient. I also make a zuppa toscana soup, and I will use these in that. So I have 2 because we're completely out. And I like to have a few on hand. Milk, I won't tell you how many milks we have. We have at least 6, and we go through like a gallon a day. So I brought up 2. I'm like, I don't think anyone's counting. Nesquik, I don't know. It's just a little treat. My kids wanted the chocolate syrup, and I was in debate, and I'm like, I feel so much goes to waste because you got to like let it sit upside down towards the end forever, and there's so much left in it. So I'm like, we'll do powder. This, during pizza nights, every now and then, probably once a month, I like to do root beer floats. So we'll do vanilla ice cream, root beer floats. I fry wings on the stovetop and roll them in marinade. And so root beer floats, it's a fun treat to go with our pizza nights sometimes. I love this bacon. They have an Applewood one, but I don't really care for it. I love the hickory one. This is the Wright brand. I love this stuff. Did I say that? This is probably one of the best bacons that we've had. Like I said, a lot of homemade breakfast. So a lot of the time it's, scrambled eggs. We have chickens, a lot of chickens that they're kind of holding out now with their eggs and, molting. It's that time of year. So I water glassed a ton of eggs. But anyway, we always do eggs with breakfast. I got 2 packages of, I guess it'd help if it wasn't upside down. Huh? Bear with me. I have no fancy equipment. I'm using my cell phone. We're in the process. My husband and I are fighting over which camera, and I'm like, I really don't think the one you found is what you're supposed to use. And he's like, yeah. I was like, I don't think so. It's like on Amazon for $100. I'm like, I don't know. I got to research more. So for now, we're on my Samsung Ultra 22 whatever phone. Chicken drumsticks. I do a really good sriracha barbecue sauce that we love. I know sriracha sauce that doesn't even exist anymore, right? I still have some. I just opened a brand new jar or bottle. It was the last one on our shelf, and you could do a really yummy spicy barbecue mix on the stovetop and brush these. So I'll do like chicken thighs sometimes and drumsticks or just drumsticks. I also occasionally on a Sunday will fry some chicken on the stovetop, and we'll do fried chicken, and we do drumsticks with that. My kids, honestly, I don't have frozen food, convenience food in my freezer. My husband, it drives him nuts because if he's home late and doesn't feel like reheating his whole dinner, sometimes he's like, I want something light, not really heavy. Sometimes he's home at like midnight or 1 a.m. well, I'll do an intro video and you guys can understand that. I won't explain it now, but he's a contractor and he works for, he does all his paperwork and everything, and he can't do that during the workday. So Tyson crispy chicken strips, just something to have on hand that's, quick, convenient, whether it's for kids or, my husband or whatever. This, I think, I've never cooked with ground turkey ever. We're always like chicken and we're always beef. I don't even like pork, honestly, but this is ground turkey, Jenny O. So I bought, it's a 2-pack. So I think it's 4 pounds total. I want to say, I should have probably took stuff out of the bag. I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't know if you guys even care what it weighs. Okay. Yeah. 2 pounds. So that's 2 pounds. So 4 pounds of ground turkey. I'm going to look into some recipes to do with that, just to switch things up and have some diversity in the meats we use. I make a ton of different dinners. I mean, we never eat the same thing in a month unless we want to. But I'm like, I've never cooked with that, so I want to give it a try. I got ground beef, so I got 2 packages. I think these are about 5 pounds each. I plan on pressure canning some of this because we went through some of the pressure can ground beef that I had when I failed to thaw dinner the night before, like I so often do. Once again, pressure canning. If you can learn how to do it and you have the things to do it and you have the confidence to give it a try, I highly suggest giving it a try. Chicken thighs, my kids love these. I do teriyaki chicken thighs quite often with some homemade fried rice. It's delicious. But the teriyaki sauce that I make, I'm going to have to share with you guys too. It is really simple and it's so delicious, so yummy. And it cooks up so crisp in the oven. It's really nice. Once again, convenience. I looked at all the ingredients of the frozen things online and I'm like, there's so much garbage. Like, I don't even think, but this one had not pretty good ingredients. I mean, to me, it looked like it was real beef. So that's why I bought it. Just some White Castle sliders, something different to give a try. If my husband, just wants something to snack on and whatever. Tomato sauce. I make our pasta sauce homemade, and I guess, is it homemade if you're using canned tomato sauce? I season my own sauce and I make my own sauce with canned diced tomatoes and a bunch of seasonings. And especially when I'm making my homemade lasagna, I am almost out of these, which I usually have like 3 cases on hand because I think per recipe I'll use like 2 to 3 cans. If I'm doubling stuff, then it goes higher. Pull-ups, potty training, thankfully, is happening. Excuse me. I had to grab my coffee because I haven't drank any of it. And it's already cold. It's cold outside. It's cold in my house. I need to make a fire. Pull-ups. I got 2 of these. We got really low. I also have wipes coming. I have a ship to home order from Sam's Club that has like 30 something items at least. I know. That's crazy. It's like, what could possibly, it's stuff that was ship only. So, and it's got a free Disney book. I don't know how I feel about that. That's another topic. Anyway, sparkling ice drinks. Love these on occasion. Or when we have people over and host, we open up our drink fridge and we just like to keep, waters and sparkling waters and juice box for the kids, Capri Suns, water bottles, some Sprites, root beer, whatever. We just like to, beer, margarita mix. We like to have a wide variety when we have people over, like, hey, just, grab yourself a drink. And it's, my kids, got into an M&M wrapper down there. Or my dog, the dogs, Aquafina. We ended up getting 4 cases of those all together. I was not carrying 4 up here. I'm done. No, we'll carry 1 up. Tide pods. I switched between the liquid Tide and these. So these are just the regular Spring Meadow Tide Pods. Orange juice, we rarely have juice in our house, but with a lot of the breakfasts I'm going to be making and my husband being home, hopefully on Sundays now, I usually do a big breakfast on Sundays, and I almost always make sure we have some orange juice on hand as a treat. Other than that, we usually just do water. I do my coffee. Coffee, speaking of coffee, I have an espresso machine over there. I love it. I drink probably 8 to 12 shots of espresso a day. They're double shots, and I have a huge Yeti I fill up. Is it good for you? I don't know, but it keeps me going, and that's fine. It works. I'm not dead yet. So this is for when I try to lay off the espresso and just use what I made tonight, regular cup of coffee. I like, pumpkin spice, peppermint mocha, Italian sweet cream, but they had pumpkin pie spice. That's what I got. Trash bags we're almost out of. A lot of their stuff is like open, I've noticed. Besides the cheese, there's like a lot of lids. There's like a cereal lid, I think, that was open. Not tampered with. Well, I don't know about the cheese, but this was open. Anyway, trash bags because we need them. Paper products going into the flu season. Mama goes down. The whole house shuts down. My husband not only doesn't cook, but he won't do dishes. He just doesn't do any of that stuff. So it's nice to have, paper bowls, paper products on hand. And also when you're hosting a lot of people, I do a pie night, and we're doing a pie night this year and probably have 40 to 50 people coming over, including, a bunch of kids. My kids may be homeschooled, but I'm telling you, they are more socialized than anybody in this school system. And they're socialized with people I would want them to be socialized with. So, we have a ton of friends. I mean, this whole table that seats 12 will be full of kids. And, we really, thankfully have an open kitchen. One of my kids broke our breakfast bar chair. We had 4. So we got to figure that out. But we love hosting people, and it's really convenient, especially when you have kids over, to just whip out some paper products. Tissues. I haven't bought tissues in so long. I feel like we just go for like toilet paper, paper towels when we need to blow our nose. But I'm like, okay, really, we need to stop wasting those things and use that. Hamburger buns, I make them myself, but we have a lot on our to-do list tomorrow. We're supposed to get some turkeys from a friend, and it's probably going to be a quick, make burgers night. So I figured we'll just get, some hamburger buns are ready to go, because my hamburger buns take 3 hours to make. Napkins, we do cloth napkins, but once again, hosting, having a lot of people over, sick days, you want paper products. So that's just replenishing things that we went through when we were sick and had people over. Thanksgiving, green bean casserole. I think I always do that. So I bought the crispy fried onions. Like I said, I'm kind of gearing towards just getting my holiday stuff now. I want to have it on hand and just be ready. I don't know if I'm hosting, but if, things get worse and people are struggling, I'm probably going to be hosting a good amount of people here, or offer to. Pam spray, just, you know what that does. Vegetable oil. I have olive oil. I have coconut oil. I was low on vegetable oil. Got that. Powdered sugar. I have a little bucket that's almost empty in my pantry, so I like to keep that on hand. That's one thing I won't make. Brown sugar you can make yourself, and it's wonderful. They say you can make powdered sugar too, but I totally failed at that. That did not work, so I don't know if somebody was just tricking me, but it didn't work. So I buy mine. Evaporated milk, pumpkin pie season, all the recipes, have that. This is craisins. I put in numerous things. I put it in our broccoli salad that I make. I'll do half a cup of craisins, half a cup of raisins and craisins. I know there's a difference. Craisins. So we'll do that, or sometimes I'll do them in some breakfast style cookies or recipes like that. Or we'll just throw some in the salad. When I make a salad, it has everything in it. It's every color of the rainbow in my salad. So that's a topping that I keep. Hershey Kisses, this is not for snacking on. This is just strictly for baking. I bake for neighbors. I bake for family during the holidays, and we'll go through these, especially if they're in my site. So I put them away, and sometimes forget I even have them because I got to hide them from myself. Nestle Toll House cookies. Nestle Toll House chocolate chips. It's time to stock back up on those. I have some onions. I was low on them. I do want to dehydrate some more. I have dehydrated onions on my shelf, and that is so wonderful when you go to your onion pile and it's they're all, smushy and not good, at the very bottom. So it's nice to have dehydrated onions on hand. And I plan on doing some of those and just replenishing what we need. Once again, already touched on the cereal. Are we already done? Are we done? I feel like I have more. I do have more. But it's not here right now. It is in shipping. Lemons, I dehydrate lemons as well. So I'm going to be doing that, probably making some lemon bars and some lemon poppy seed muffins and lemon juice. I only use real lemon juice for my coleslaw. I will not ever use bottled for that. I don't know why. There's a difference. I promise. I've tried it before. So those are going to get used up. And that reminds me, I have key limes in the fridge for a key lime pie. I don't know if they're good anymore. I need to check those. I totally forgot I bought those. I shoved like so many apples in my fridge till I could get to them to can some apple pie filling and buried them and totally forgot. Oh my gosh. Well, now I might have to do that tonight. Cuties, oranges, little snack oranges. My kids will go through this like before Wednesday, and right now it's Saturday. I mean, these don't last long in our house. I'm not even going to try to pick them up because everything's falling. Banana chips. I need to dehydrate banana chips. My kids like snacking on them, and I don't mind because it's good for them. So I'm fine with them snacking on fruit. So when these yellow up quite a bit. See, and this is like part of, these are the ones that I don't like. There's ones where like they get brown and soft before they ever even turn yellow. I don't know why. I need to maybe because they're like pressed against, I don't know, like the surface. I don't know. But those brown up really fast. I plan on doing banana chips with those, freezing them individually for my protein smoothies because I am trying to get into running. I haven't ran since I was like 19. But I'm really trying to get myself, I have an elliptical and stuff. Just I want to build my fitness. I want to make some changes, and I mean, I feel like I'm in shape. I'm always running around. I'm always moving. I do use my elliptical. I'm just not consistent with it. But anyway, I don't even know how we're talking about bananas and now ellipticals. But I do like those in protein shakes. It's delicious. It's really yummy. And I like having them in the freezer because, bananas don't stay good for long. So this is my haul, part of my haul. The second half, there will be a part 2, is going to be when it ships out and gets delivered. I'll share that with you. So I just looked it up, and my total amount of items purchased was 169 items. I think it was 138 items that I picked up, and the rest is shipped to the house. The total was $2,600 and change. That is the most I've ever spent at Sam's Club all at one time. So like I said, replenishing, we're stocking up on stuff. I feel right now more than ever, we need to be filling in gaps. It's good to stay stocked up. We have a really uncertain outlook on our future. Economically, there's a lot of issues. That whole railroad strike, that's not a done deal. That's just buying time. Who knows what they're going to decide to do. And if that happens, I mean, and then Europe, look at things going on in Europe, and they just had another 10% inflation. They have, oh my gosh, just an OPEC and the cutting of, oil to, 2 million barrels a day. They're cutting. There's so many different ways that we can be impacted by this. And if you haven't been impacted by things yet, I think it's too soon to speak because I think we're going into a dark winter. I don't want to fearmonger. I don't want to be like some channels out there who are like, oh my gosh, the world's going to end and we're all going to get wiped out. I don't believe that personally, but I do believe it's wise to stay ahead. There's wars and rumors of wars. If a war was declared tomorrow, just like Hurricane Ian and the hurricane, that just shows you how many people are unprepared. When you see people running out to the store, like, oh my gosh, lines wrapped completely around the building. And I mean, that's crazy. Who wants to be out in that chaos, going to run and get things last minute? Like, I want to be sitting at home like, yeah, okay, I don't need anything. Y'all go, brawl and fight over groceries and stand in a line for hours and go in a store and things be wiped out. That's not my mindset. That's not what I want to do. I want to have what we need here. And I want to be able to shop at home if I can. And that takes time to build up. This isn't something like, oh, we just, we've never done a haul like this where we just buy everything and, oh, we're good. It's a gradual thing. It's a gradual process. And I really don't ever panic by, I know so many people like put out headlines on YouTube channels and it like gives you this feeling like you have to make a rash decision. It's like, oh my gosh, we got to put this on a credit card because this might happen. This could happen. This looks like it's going to happen, and then it doesn't. And then you're in debt. And for what? Because somebody is like, get stuff now, it's going to disappear. You know, I don't want to push that. I've seen so many channels. You know, I think it's smart to bring awareness to people and wake them up to, you know, just see a big picture of what's going around, and you connect your own dots. You know, the way I look at things is probably different from how you look at things or how somebody else looks at things. But, you know, I don't think it's too late to start if you haven't started yet. You're paying at a higher price. I have some things in my pantry that I paid, you know, 2 years ago the price for. So that's kind of an investment, because look at the return I'm getting on it. I'm not having to buy it now for a higher price. And I don't have to buy it because I already have it. So just gradually work. You know, when you go to the store, buy an extra of something. You know, if you're buying shampoo, buy an extra bottle of shampoo. If you're buying ketchup and you go through ketchup a lot, instead of buying one, maybe buy 3. Buy 1 for now and 2 for later. You know, and gradually each trip. And that's how I worked myself up to my pantry. I haven't shown it. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know how I feel about that yet. You know, not because it's like a chaos horde. No, everything's completely organized. I could tell my husband where something is, clear directions without even seeing it or being home. I know where everything is. I know that everything's dated, everything's cycled through. The stuff that needs to be used first is in the front. And that's kind of how you do your working pantry or long-term pantry. I have both. And, you know, anyway, just that's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother topic for anybody interested. Some people watching this might not care. I might just be like, okay, get on. I just wanted to see what you bought and whatever, you know. So anyway, I plan on having more videos coming in the future. Stocking, filling gaps, what some people say, stack it to the rafters. Whatever you call it, just get ready for winter. Are you ready? Are you ready? What's your pantry look like? Do you stay on top of it? Do you maintain it? Do you have just a working pantry? Do you have a week's worth of food? Do you have a year's worth of food? You know, leave in the comments down below if you have tips and tricks, you know, on things to buy, things that are scarce in your area that might be good for others to know what to focus on or stock up on. Any ideas, any tips that you can share with others? I know there's a lot of people who are really stressed with what's going on right now and really concerned. And if anyone can help, I think now's the time to really help each other and reach out. If someone asks a question in the comments and I'm not able to answer it, please answer it for them. Like this video if you liked it. If it was too chatty and you didn't like it, I'm not going to be offended if you don't like it. I can be a chatty person. I'm talking to kids all day, okay? Now I'm talking to a camera. But you guys aren't going to talk back, except for in the comments. So, you know, if you like this video and you like videos like this, please, for the algorithm to get me started and get me going and hopefully succeeding in this YouTube thing, please hit the like button, share if you can and if you'd like to with others who might appreciate this video or learn something from it. I don't have social media. I just don't have the time for it. So I only have YouTube. I don't have Facebook. I've had Facebook. I got rid of it in 2017 when my twins were born because I'm like, priorities, you know, priorities. And that's where it lays. I've never had Twitter, never had Instagram. So you can find me here on YouTube. Please spread the word and help me out here. I'm really just trying to help others and give back what people on YouTube have given to me, which was teaching me how to can, encouraging confident, you know, videos and pressure canning and different how-tos, learning how to crochet, things I've taught, you know, myself through watching YouTube videos. And I'm honestly wanting to give back to somebody out there, somebody that I can help, come alongside, encourage, teach something new, teach certain ways of doing things, cooking for a large family, tips, tricks, something you might not know, you know, a recipe you really maybe always wanted to try and just never found one that worked. Baking at high altitude. There's not many YouTube videos that I've tried some complete failures, where there's tried and true recipes for cooking and baking at high altitudes. That is a challenge. I'm loaded with recipes. I'm willing to share them. If you have a certain recipe of something you want to learn how to do at a high altitude, put it down in the comments below. If you have an idea for, you know, a recipe, I make at least over 70 or 80 different dinners. No joke. They're all good. They're all repeats. We cycle through them. If there's anything you want to learn how to do, anything at all, any questions, please put them down in the comments below. I will do my very best to stay on top of the comments and answer and reply to as many as I possibly can. Until then, I hope you stay safe. Have a great weekend, whatever's left of it. Tomorrow's Sunday. I hope to get this video posted soon. And until then, take care and God bless. Bye.